Alright, we're back to the lab. Google Fundamentals, getting started with cloud storage and cloud SQL. In this lab, we create a cloud storage bucket and place an image in it. You also configure an application running in Computer Engine to use a database managed by Cloud SQL. For this lab, you configure a web server with PHP, a web development environment databases for popular blogging software. Outside this lab, you use analogous techniques to configure these packages. You can also configure the web server to reference the image in the cloud storage bucket. Objective: you'll learn how to perform the following task. Create a cloud storage bucket and place an image to it. Create a Cloud SQL instance and configure it. Connect to the Cloud SQL instance from a web server. Use the image in the cloud storage bucket on a web page. Task 1. Sign in to Google Cloud Console. Okay, we have this. Sign in. We're not gonna use because these are not actually free. I'm not gonna go over this. Task 2. Wait. Task 1. Sign. Okay. Task 2. Deploy the web server VM instance. Okay. We can go over this. So I will have to make 2 windows. Let me see. Okay, we are back. We're ready. So I'm gonna create a new project. I'm gonna call it lab. What lab is this? Lab 531-591, I think. Right? 531-591. Okay. Location. Yeah, no organization is fine. I think. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And then we'll go to Computer Engine, VM instance. Dismiss. Enable. create instance. We're gonna name it blog post. We're gonna select, I'm gonna do East again, South Carolina, zone B is fine. Let's do spinning. Okay. Machine type, where's machine type? Machine type, let's do spinning. So in the left, in the OS storage, it's not if the image shown is not Debian Linux 12, click change and select Debian. It's already selected here. Debian and Linux 12 bootworm is fine. Click networking. In firewall, click allow HTTP. Click advanced. Startup HTTP allow, and then advanced. In automation, startup script, we can do copy and paste here. Be sure to supply the script as the value of startup script field. If you accidentally put it into another field, it won't be executed when the VM instance starts. Leave remaining as default. Click create. Why is it some form fields are incorrect? How is that? Come on. And I need why this is not coming up? There should be an option saying micro machine type. There should be like macro, micro things. Why is this not showing up here? Let me cancel this. Let me start again. Okay, now this looks better. So we'll do, can we not do central? Oh, is that why? Okay. E2 so we're gonna machine type select default. Okay, we don't need, you can have E2 micro. We're gonna OS bookworm event startup automation and everything, and then we're gonna do create. Right, click leave the remaining setting as their default and click create. Why it keeps spinning today? Come on. Okay, done. Oh my god. Okay, on the copy instance can take about 2 minutes to launch and by fully available to use. On the VM instances page, copy the block host VM instance internal and external IP to a text editor for use later in this app. Okay. So we can we can have you can always come back. We don't need this. Internal, external. Okay. Okay. Click check my progress, verify. Oh, it's fine. Deploy web server. What? Okay. So we have this already. Okay, good. Task 3. Create a cloud storage bucket using gcloud storage command line. All cloud storage bucket name must be globally unique. To ensure that your bucket name is unique, this instruction will guide you to give you bucket the same name as your Google Cloud Project ID, which is also globally unique. Cloud storage buckets can be associated with either a region or a multi-region location, US, EU, or Asia. In this activity, you associate your bucket. Cloud storage buckets can be associated with either a region or a multi-region location, US, EU, or Asia. In this activity, you associate your bucket with the multi-region closest to the region and zone that the Quick Labs or your instructor assign you to. Okay, on the Google Cloud Console, On the top of my toolbox, click activate. Okay. And on the top, on the Google Cloud Console. I think it's here. Activate Google Cloud. Okay. Manage your infrastructure and develop your application from any browser with Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell comes with Google Cloud, G Cloud, Cloud Code, and online code editor and other utility pre-installed, fully authenticated and up to date. Cloud Shell is free for all users. Continue. Author Cloud Shell. Author. And provisioning. Okay, now we have Cloud Shell. Okay. For convenience, enter your chosen location into environment variable called location. Enter one of these commands. Okay, we're gonna do export location equal US. We're in US. In Cloud Shell, the depth shell project ID environment variable contains your project ID. Enter this command to make a bucket name after your project ID. Okay, we're gonna do G Cloud storage buckets create location. Okay, let me just copy and paste here. Okay, good. It prompt click authorize. We already authorized. Retrieve a banner image from a public accessible cloud storage location. G Cloud storage, CP stands for copy, I'm guessing, and then we're gonna copy the rest. Okay, copy the banner image to your newly create cloud storage bucket. Storage CP. Oh, okay, so copy this to that. I understand. Modify the access control list of object you just created so that it's readable by everyone. util ACL change user all users readable, and then give it the location, which is this. Okay, and then we are good. We have this image Task 4, create a Cloud SQL instance. Task 4, create a Cloud SQL instance. Okay, we're gonna close this. Click SQL instances. Create instance. Choose database engine, MySQL. For choose a Cloud SQL edition, click Enterprise. And then select Sandbox. For instance ID, type blockdb. For password type, no need to obscure the password because you use mechanism to connect that aren't open access to everyone. Okay. Choose region. Select the region assigned by Quick Labs. Okay, we can do essential. Single zone is fine. Primary specify, click specify zone. Prime and then click OK. This is the same region and zone into which you launch the block. Oh, in that case, it would be this is the same region and zone into which you launch the block host. The best performance is achieved by placing the client and the database close to each other. Okay. And click instance. Create instance. Okay. Wait for the instance to finish deploying. It will take a few minutes. It's still creating. From the SQL instances detail page, under connect to this instance, copy the public IP address for your SQL instance to a text editor for use later in this lab. Okay. We're gonna just wait for this to be finished first. Oh, we'll be back when it's finished. Okay, it just finished. We can, by changing, enable high availability. By changing the instance availability from single zone to high availability, the instance will automatically fail over to another zone in the selected region in case of outage. High availability is recommended for production instance and increase your cost. We don't need to because this is a lab, this is a sandbox, it's not production, so we are okay with that. Now under connect, let me see, under instance. Okay, from the SQL instance detail page. Let me connect to this instance, copy the public IP address, and then for later use in this lab. In the lab pane, select user, and then add user account. Username would be BlockDB user. Click add and add user account. Click connection. In the lab pane, click connection, and then click networking tab. Click add the network. If you are offered the choice between private IP connection and public IP connection, choose public IP for purpose for this lab. Do we have anything? Okay, name, we're gonna do web front end. And the network, for network, type the external IP address for your block host VM instance, followed by /32. We're gonna do, this is the public one, do this /32. Okay, be sure to use external IP address for your VM instance, followed by /32. Do not use the VM instance internal IP address, of course. Do not use the sample IP address shown here, of course. Click done to finish defining authorized network. Click save to save the configuration change. If the message appears like another operation is in progress, wait for a few minutes until you see the green check on BlockDB to save the configuration. Okay. So still waiting here. Okay, it's done. And then we move on to task 5, configure application in the compute engine instance to use Cloud SQL. Okay. On the navigation menu, I'm gonna go to compute and then VM instances. In the VM instance list, click SSH in the row of your block host. Okay, SSH. Gonna have a new Windows. Authorized. In your SSH section of block host, change your working directory to the document of your web server. Okay, so we're gonna do cd var /html. No such there's no bruh. it's a Debian, and then we select everything as it says. Bookworm, I remember. So what? Something is missing over here. I have to do a search. Where is document root of web server and Debian bookworm instance. So when I start, I did use the how can I go back to the instant start automation start script? Can I go back to that automatic restart? How about the automation of start? How do I go back to the configuration? Do you guys remember? I remember the start script thing right here. You install this. I did put it on startup script. Where can I go back to the startup script? I can't go back to the startup script to change. How do I? Can I restart? Let me restart this. You bill only for this preserved resources. The VM will shut down. Processes are still running. That is crazy, because I do put in the automation, delete, create a group base, view network detail, create new image. I don't need that. Observability, OS info. Screenshot. Detail. Logs. Type status running. Image. Template in use by tag. Wait, something wrong with this, because I remember I put allow HTTP traffic. Why there's so many errors here? I don't think it's my error, because everything is recorded. I'll go back and check. Why is fail load data? Okay, well, it's not working anyway, so I'm going to stop and then start. Okay, stop, and then I'm gonna start. Okay, it started. So I'm going to close this, go in there. I'm going to do the SSH again. If this is not working, I'll probably have to recreate the instance. But that's crazy. CD. Oh, looks like it's working. Oh, huh. So the restart fixed the problem. I don't know why I put in the script. Okay, all right. So we can go back to test 5, I believe, and then let me take a look. There's nothing there, so I'm gonna do sudo nano index.php. Okay, copy the code. And Control O, Enter, Control X to exit. Now there is, well, there are 2 files all of a sudden. Okay, I'm going to do sudo service apache to restore. Okay, and I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna do, wait. That's my VM instance's public IP, and this is the page that we just created. It makes sense. I believe that HTTP traffic is allowed. I don't know why this is off here. Can we change it? Oh, this is crazy. Why this is off? How do I change firewall though? It's 40, right? Yeah, so this is the right. View network details. So can't be reached. Something's wrong here. Firewall. What's going on here? Well, this is SSH. This is definitely an issue here. Why this is off? I don't see no. I can't change this. How do I change this? There's no. Let me see the right side. View. This is only for the SSH. I don't see no. How do I think I have to stop the instance so I will be allowed to edit this. Let me stop this. How do I stop this? Okay. Oh, edit. Oh, we're hiding here. Bro, I already checked this when I create this. The hell? Okay, say, do I need to restart? Looks like, okay, looks like it's on. So let me refresh. Okay, there you go. So I was not okay. Whatever. Moving on. It works. So it says here, index dot. Oh, this is HTTP, HTML, and let's check on PHP. Okay, connection failed. It says here, database connection failed, blah 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 blah. This message occurs because you have not yet configured PHP connection to your Cloud SQL instance. Return to your SSH section. Okay, let's I think is okay, there you go. Ensure that you are in var html and then sudo nano index.php. Okay, in the nano text editor, replace Cloud SQL IP with the Cloud SQL instance public IP address. Let's see where's the Cloud SQL IP. Where's the Cloud SQL IP? Oh. Okay. Cloud SQL IP is this one. SQL IP. No, this is wrong. Control. Okay, there you go. And make sure the password is also leave the quotation mark value. Okay, Control O, Control X, Control X. Okay. And then connect successfully. Okay, good. Now, task 6. Okay, then we're moving on to task 6. Configure an application in Compute Engine instance to use cloud storage object. In the Google Cloud Console, click on, okay, so we are gonna, we're back here. Cloud storage and buckets. Click the bucket that's named after your Google project. We just created this. Left 531591. And then earlier we copy an image over to this bucket. Copy the URL behind link icon. Let me see. Copy URL. If you see neither a link icon nor a public link, try refreshing the browser. If you still don't see a link icon, return to Cloud Shell and confirm that you attempt to change object access control list with the gsutil aclch command was successful. We did that already. And return to the SSH section, which was still here. We're still in the HTML folder, and then we are going to update index.php. Paste the HTML markup immediately before the URL. Before the URL, what are you talking about here? Use the arrow key to move the H1, contain H1, where's the H1? Oh, H1 element. Press enter, open up a new blank screen line. And then paste the URL you copy. Okay, so welcome to my excellent. Wait, move the cursor to a line that contains H1 element. Press enter. The effect of this step is to place a line containing immediately before the H1. Okay, before the H1. Okay, I think I got it. this is it. Control O, enter. Do not copy the URL shown here. Instead, copy URL shown by the storage browser in your own. Okay, of course. Enter, and then we're gonna Control F. And we're gonna sudo service apat. I don't think so. We might not need to. Let's see. There you go. We excellent block, and this is the ping file that we return. Return to the web browser. We do it here, and we load the page we just did, and then its content now include a banner image. Okay, congratulations! In this lab, we configure a Cloud SQL instance and connect to an application in a compute engine instance to it. You also work with a cloud storage bucket. And that's the end of the new lab.